times you've played this team, looks like there's a gap between these two teams. How do you narrow the gap between yourselves and the Stars?
Well, that's a good question. You know, we look at the two games, and you're right. They beat us handily both times. Thought we were ready for them. They shouldn't have caught us off guard because they already gave us a licking. But again, give them credit. They just came in and outplayed us, you know, in every area of the game. I don't know what to tell you. We got to be better.
Coach, you scored on your first shot on goal in this game and kind of failed to convert on the opportunity following. Where did you, from your perspective, feel like this game kind of fell out of grasp?
Well, I know that was, you know, if you think about our forecheck, the times we put the puck behind them and went in and forecheck, that was one of very few. And that one turned into a goal. It doesn't always turn into a goal, but you get a hit. You get to play in the ozone. You get some energy. You wear them out a little bit. That's what they did to us, and we failed to do that to them. So it's hard to generate when you're doing that. And then, of course, we take, you know, 3 tripping penalties. You know, all bad plays by us. Against a good team, you're not giving yourself much of a chance.
Dennis mentioned your record against Dallas. This is a cup contender in most people's eyes. Does this feel like a measuring stick kind of game where you kind of see what you need to get to become that cup contender?
No, to me, it's a playoff team, really one of the better teams in the league for sure, and you've got to play a playoff game. They played a playoff style game, and we did not, and you know, therefore that's the result. To beat a team like that, you got to play a playoff style game. We didn't have it in us.
PK was pretty good all night. You get 159 on that last one. How much of a goal or a backbreaker was that goal against with the game 2-1 at that point?
Yeah, well, I mean, I mentioned we gave them too many chances. First of all, a power play like that, it's going to get you eventually. So really what we needed to do was, you know, stop it at 4 and stop the bleeding. We gave them one more chance. You know, that one, I don't know if it ends the game, but you're 2-1, you have a chance. You only need 1. We hadn't created much all night. Now you got to get 2. Makes it a pretty tough hole.
There's a couple games there where the offense is really going, but it's dried up a little recently. Is it just not getting those pucks in behind and forechecking like you mentioned, or is there something else you're seeing that isn't translating to offense?
Yeah, well, if you think back on the power plays, first of all, we had 1, I think, in the previous 2 games. Then tonight we go for 4. So that's generally a place where most teams, us included, can create some offense. And when you create offense or you have the puck and you're dangerous, you just feel better. And we didn't do that at all on our power play tonight, so we had nothing to feel good about. So, you know, it makes it hard to create offense against a good team. Once they got the lead, didn't give us much.
You mentioned going 0 for 4 on the power play. What's maybe the biggest takeaway from those 4 that you would maybe show the guys or say, hey, this is an area we need to focus on and have more improvement in?
I thought we rushed. When we did get the puck, we rushed it. We weren't poised. They pressured us a little bit. We weren't poised, releasing to spots, getting it to the top. We were just kind of throwing it from one place to the other. You know, and give them credit. They pressured us, but we just didn't. We didn't make any plays. Poised to make 1-2 quick passes, break the pressure, and then get set up. We never really got into that at all tonight.
Admitted a little bit of rust in this game tonight. What did you see from him first came back in the line?
He skated, you know, I played him a fair amount, but yeah, I don't think he had the one rush on the shorthanded chance, a really good opportunity to tie the game, just missed, but that was his flash. I didn't think that he got, not like anybody else, I didn't think anybody was really all that dangerous for us, so he fit into that category.
Another strong game from Cam Talbot. He kind of kept doing it for large parts. I mean, is this as well as you've seen him play all season?
Yeah, I mean, he had a great start to the season, too. He was really solid, though. He is playing very well. More what we expect from him, what we saw from the beginning of the year. So I'm not here to say it's better. It's just, you know, what he does, and he looks like he's back to form.
Jim, when you get a guy like Kempe comes back in the lineup last handful of games without him, it seems like everybody's doing a little bit extra. But sometimes when you get a guy like that magnitude comes back, everybody kind of defers to him a little bit. Do you think maybe a little bit of that tonight?
Well, I mean, it could be a coincidence or not, but that's what it felt like. There's no question. It just felt like we lost our step. We lost our jam for whatever reasons. Did we think we're a better team now because we have them back? We should be, for sure. But if you don't bring your A game, and that's everybody else, we talked about how the young players had stepped up and some of our veterans, you know, raised their level when we had our injuries. You know, and we just didn't have that game tonight.
What do you think of Kaliev's game tonight? It seemed like after the Fox goal, he didn't play a lot, but then he got some shifts late. Just your overall thoughts on the game?
Yeah, he was dangerous when he was out there. Yeah, the penalty kill, of course, sets him back a little bit. You know, he wasn't feeling 100% going into the game, but as the game got on and he got some ice time, you know, he did a good job, no question.
When you say he wasn't feeling 100%, was he sick or a little bit banged up or just confidence-wise not 100%?
Just not feeling 100%, yeah.
Obviously an opportunity to come out in the black on this homestand with the Islanders coming in. What are you looking for, you know, turning your attention to that game a little bit?
Well, I mean, they play a similar game to Dallas. They're a big, strong team. They're a desperate team, right? They're fighting for the playoffs, so we're going to see their best, and they better see our best because it's going to be a playoff-style game, and we should be just as desperate as they are.
You moved back to 12 and 6 tonight, and we didn't see maybe like the 20, 22 minutes for some of the forwards. Is there any concern that it maybe threw the rhythm off for those guys that did get used to playing that high a number of minutes?
I don't know. It didn't look tonight that there was anybody that needed to play some more minutes. We looked like we had a pretty tough time with the minutes we did have tonight. You know, and you can do that sometimes. You can't do that forever, obviously. And yeah, I mean, we needed more people than we had tonight, you know, to play good minutes.